Hi guys, welcome to Little Wicket Railway. I'm Rob, and in this video we're going to try and work out how much all of this is really worth.
Roll up, come see the greatest collection of model railway artifacts ever assembled. I've got steam engines and diesels, mint condition in boxes. I've got coaches and wagons, complete with no scratches. You want a controller? No problem, I've got 'em. Analog or digital, they're here with the plugs on. Oh, who will buy this model collection? Hornby and Lima, there's quite the selection. Make me an offer, give me a price. You know you want a piece of this model paradise. If you need some track, then I'll do you a deal. Points and crossovers, but they're made of steel. I've got Flying Scotsman, I've got Intercity. They all need a service, but sure do look pretty. Hornby from the 80s, some say it's dated, but I disagree. Lots of people rate it reliable. Ringfields, that's my kind of motor. Easy to service, that gets my voter. Oh, who will buy this model collection? Hornby and Lima, there's quite the selection. Make me an offer, give me a price. You know you want a piece of this model paradise.
This is my uncle's model railway collection that he wanted to get rid of, and a couple of weeks ago we unboxed it all together and I asked you to let me know how much you thought it would all be worth. And I'll put a link to that video up here in case you missed it. Thank you to everyone who left me a comment. It was really interesting to get everyone's views, and we did get a couple of definitive answers as to whether Hadley's Hobbies or Welling Model World were still going, and the answer to that is unfortunately no, they're not. And there was a general clear consensus that I'd get more if I sold the items individually rather than as a job lot. And to maximise the values of the locos, I should remove the 01 decoders as they'll drag the value down. But when it came to putting a figure on the value of all this, it was less clear cut. And I appreciate that it was an incredibly hard thing to do because nothing's tested, most things were only on screen for a few seconds. But the majority of comments put the figure around £300 to £400. There were a few higher estimates around £500 to £1,000, and special shout out to Kalino Rail and Speleogear, I hope I'm pronouncing those right, for their incredibly detailed breakdown. Thanks to Martin Patterson, who confirmed that there is still a market for steel track, which is good to know. And a couple of people suggested either selling at a car boot sale or a flea market, which isn't a bad idea, but I think most of the ones around my area have now packed up for the winter. Auction houses were also suggested, but their fees can be quite high and you never know how big their audience is, so that puts me off a little bit. So that's a summary of the comments section, and once again, thank you to everyone who took the time to offer up their wisdom and advice. It's very much appreciated. But I did also contact 4 model shops with a complete breakdown of all the items and some photos to see what they would offer me. I contacted Rails of Sheffield and the Model Centre as 2 of the biggest retailers in the country. I contacted Footplate because they're relatively close to me and appear quite high up in the search rankings when you search for selling a model railway. And again, because they appeared quite high up in the search rankings and their website says top prices paid, I contacted KJB Models. The Model Centre replied very quickly and said, "Thank you for contacting us and providing us with photos of your items. Based on current interest with our customers, we're unable to offer on this collection as due to the age of the items, we'd experience difficulty reselling the items with our customers looking for newer release models. We apologise for any inconvenience caused by this, but we do thank you for considering us for your items." So that's not an overly encouraging start. And I had to give the other retailers a little bit of a chaser, but KJB were next to respond, and they said, "I'm afraid we are not taking in any more older models at the moment as our second floor is currently full." And it was a similar story from Footplate. "Thank you for your email and for providing the list of items you have for sale. Unfortunately, due to the current volume of transactions we are managing, we are unable to proceed with your collection at this time. I wish you the best of luck with your sale and thank you again for considering us." So after 3 rejections, it was all down to Rails of Sheffield, and they did make me a conditional offer, which read, "Thank you for getting in touch with us regarding the items for sale. We're interested in purchasing them and would be prepared to offer around £110, dependent on seeing the items. If you wish to proceed with this offer, please bring the items to us in the shop or package the items securely and send to the address below for the attention of second-hand department. So I think it's safe to say that from the point of view of the retailers, there's not much interest or demand for this collection. And I understand that it's a lot of effort and risk for them to take on. They have to clean everything, test it, market it, and still make some profit. It sounds like if I wanted to take Rails up on their offer, then it'd be my responsibility to get everything to them, which is also going to cost quite a bit as Sheffield isn't particularly close, and there's a lot of stuff to get in the post. I think Psychic Lord proved their psychic abilities with their estimate of £90 from a dealer, assuming they'd knocked off £20 for postage. I did also do some research myself, and I expect a lot of you already know this, but if you want to estimate how much something might sell for example the Hornby R474 coaches, then you can search on eBay, but don't look at what's currently listed. After searching, go to Advanced and select Sold Items. This will show you the final price that was paid, and you can sort to show the most recent sales, so it's a much more realistic estimate of what might be achieved. So personally, based on doing that sort of research and all of your feedback, I think the collection is worth quite a bit more than £110. My plan is to clean everything and test everything myself, and then wait for an 80% off selling fees weekend on eBay, list everything individually or in small lots with relatively low reserves. I appreciate that not everyone likes eBay, but it offers a relatively low effort and low risk way of doing things, and the fees aren't too bad if you wait for a promotion. A few people expressed interest in some of the items, so I'll be sure to let everyone know when I'm putting things up for sale, but it won't be for a few weeks as I need to remove the 01 chips and get everything serviced and tested. If you've enjoyed this video, then please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Special thanks to the YouTube members and patrons for your support. It's very much appreciated, and your names are up on screen now. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you again soon.